So, hello everyone, welcome you all to this new and tutorial new session and this tutorial today's tutorial too. That is the second class, second discussion session that we are going to conduct today. And if we cover today, then only the 2 weeks will left. And as all of you know that this is the Python for Data Science course and in the NPTL, and welcome you all for the welcome back you all for this tutorial session. Okay, so myself Nilakshi Shanapati and this I am your TA who will help you to learn this course and the course is instructed by Professor Raghunathan Rengaswamy. And this is the second problem solving and doubt clearing and the discussion session. Next will happen in the next Saturday. Okay. So today I have a lot of plan to complete. So and I am hopeful that from today you will enjoy more because the first few first sorry because the first day, that was the previous week, that was a bit very introductory session, but from today onwards we'll speed up the course, and I will I will basically help you to learn several aspects of data science and how we'll use for the for data processing and realizing data, plotting data, and several other things. So, my plan is to first I will basically give you an introduction which I'm doing at this moment, and then I will go to the Jupyter. I will show you how to use Jupyter. I have already shown Spider, so both of them today I will use. A previous class somehow Spider crashed, but this time I make sure it will not happen, and Jupyter, Spider, both of them we'll use, and then we'll learn about the NumPy and Pandas, and after that we'll be habituated with handling the data by using these two modules, and then we will go to the few assignment problems, and I am hopeful that it will take 2 hours to complete all of those things. Okay. And one another thing is that I found in the previous class that many of the people maybe are already aware about Python, and they are finding it a bit. They are finding this course a bit maybe very trivial. This course aims for mainly the preliminary level students who are starting with the data science and how to use Python for data science perspective. So we are bound to do the very preliminary level stuff, and for them who are already advanced but still taking this course for certification or whatever, for them I will try to engage with them also by giving some interesting problem, and by discussing few more things such that they also don't get bored. But yes, so this is mainly for the preliminary, like the starting level beginner peoples, and of course, the who are already advanced, they can also join and they can also learn, and they can also practice. So I'll request all of you, whenever you are doing this session, so with me, then you also turn on your laptop and see to it opening the Anaconda, either Jupyter or Spider or whatever you want. It's up to you. Then it will help you to do it while I am doing it, and that will help you to do the hands-on session. This is basically the hands-on session where you will spend some time to do all of these stuff what I am doing basically, and you will get the questions from them also, and with the practice and experience you will be able to solve the assignment problems, and of course I'll also help you to solve few assignment problems, and then there are many other many questions that I can provide from the previous years, which you can practice. Okay, so this is what this is something that I wanted to share, and now I want to give you few details that I always give, and it is already shared to you via Swam portal by NPTL via Swam portal. That there is a folder. There is a sorry. There is a 1 minute. Okay, so there is a Google folder, Google Drive folder where you will find all of these necessary items like codes, this slides, questions, whatever question answer I am solving, all of them you can get there. But one thing I want to mention is that I that you can utilize. I am giving all of you the permission to join this Google Drive link, but you can get the access up until Friday night. The class is on Saturday, so Saturday you will not be able to access, but after the class again you will be able to access. Okay. So at this moment, from the Saturday morning to evening, I work on those files. So while I'm working on those files, I don't usually give the access. So for the Saturday morning period, you will not be able to access them, and because I am getting several requests get to grant the access, that's why I mentioned this, that you will be able to access this from the Saturday night to Friday night. Then Saturday morning to Saturday this class you will not be able to access, and again then you will be able to access. Okay, so no need to worry about that. And I will share the Google Drive link with you, and as well as the this is the Google Drive link that I am sharing with in the chat section, as well as that I will share the YouTube channel link where all of these recorded sections will be uploaded. Okay, so this is the and this is the um, sorry, one minute. And this is the YouTube channel link which you can visit to get these recorded sessions, because then to get this recorded session, whoever is missing this class somehow, or maybe they want to attend but could not join because of the limitation of 100 people. Yes, in the previous class actually 1562 people wanted to join, but I could accommodate only 100 people, or only 100 people. So for this time also I'll be able to accommodate only 100 people, but of course this session is recording, and this recorded session you will be able to get access when you visit that YouTube channel link. So no need to worry about anything, and whoever your friend is not able to attend, they could tell them to do so. And all of these are also shared with you via Swam portal with it via by NPTEL. Okay, so okay, fine. So, while doing these things, I was just introducing all of these course and reminding you all of the important things again and again. And now I'll start the course. And while many people are joining till now, and maybe okay, fine, let them join. I will admit in the middle in while I am doing some other stuff. Okay, so maybe they can wait in the waiting room. Okay, let me start with the so first, I like to show you that what are the things that you have learned in this week with the lecture videos that you have already seen. I assume that the lecture videos for week 2 are already are of course they are already published, and they you have already seen these, and you have already gone through this. So these are the things that what the main context that you have learned in the week 2, and that was sequence data types and associated operations. And in that mainly the focus was on strings, lists, arrays, tuples, dictionary, sets, range, ND array, and so on. Okay, so our motivation for today's class will be to learn these things, while I will do several examples, and I'll spend time with you such that you can do this while I am doing this. Okay, so please make sure you have your laptop, your computer, or whatever you are using, it is with you, and please do the code, whatever I am doing with me. Okay, fine. So I'll stop share this slide, and I will go to the Jupyter, that how to work with the Jupyter environment, because the first Jupyter and Spider both I will show today. But first, I this week to recommend me to do with the Jupyter, so I'll go with the Jupyter. Okay, so. Let me first turn it on. I have shown you already in the previous class, in the previous discussion session, that how to open the and how to install Anaconda, and after installing Anaconda you can get all of these Spider, Jupyter, and many console, many other things that whatever you want to use. Okay, so now I'll go to that. Okay, so I have I have already opened the Jupyter notebook, and in this in if you open the Jupyter notebook, then in at the in the front it will show something like this. Okay, and after that there are you can open a new IPyNav file. Otherwise, you have already created something which I have already created, like this untitled, then untitled one. You can also open this. So maybe I'll open if I want to open this, then I'll just double click on that and it will just open. Okay. And you can see several informations are given, which like you can also open another file from here, edit, view, run. So we'll do all of these things. Okay. So this is how we open the Jupyter. Now I'll go to the introduction to NumPy, because today we'll use NumPy and Pandas, both of these modules, that how to import them, how to use them, and then several operations related to the string, list, tuple, and arrays, and maybe plotting also. All of those we'll learn. Okay. So what is NumPy? NumPy is a Python library which is used for working with arrays. It also has functions for working in domain of linear algebra, Fourier transform, and matrices. NumPy was created in 2005, and it is an open source project, and you can access it freely. Okay, so NumPy stands for numerical Python. Maybe I can add a text line also here, markdown. Okay, NumPy equal to numerical Python. Okay. Okay, so you can comment also with the markdown. You can if you can select the cell type, like if it is code, if it is markdown or whatever. Then if it is markdown, then it will only give you it will only write whatever you will write as a text. And if it is code, then it will run as a code. Okay, and then you can save also by Control S after doing some work with this. Otherwise. Hopefully it will not crash, and hopefully it will not it always save the thing, but it is good habit to always save the thing while working. Otherwise maybe you have written something and then somehow it crashed, or something happened, and you will not be able you will not be able to get what you have already developed. Okay, so this is a good habit. Just in between you just press Control S to save it. So this is what we will learn first. First is the NumPy, and which is a Python library for working with arrays. And in Python, we have lists that serve the purpose of arrays, but they are very slow process. I have already shown you in the previous class that there are lists also. And this NumPy, when we use the array by using the NumPy, by importing the NumPy, then it becomes faster. Okay. And NumPy aims to provide an array object that is up to 50 times faster than the traditional Python list. So now you can understand that how much powerful module is this. Okay. This was created by Travis Oliphant in 2005. Okay. And the array Object in NumPy is called ND-array. It provides a lot of supporting functions while working with this, and it makes it very easy. And these arrays are actually very frequent things that we need to use in data science, where speed and resources are also very important because you want to work with lot of data. And why is this NumPy is faster than list? Because NumPy are sorted at one continuous place in memory, unlike the list. Lists are like not continuous process in a single memory lane, but in NumPy, while you are using NumPy, the arrays are sorted at one continuous place in memory. So processes can access and manipulate them very efficiently. And if you go to in the if you say in terms of computer science, then this behavior is called actually the locality. Okay, and this NumPy was actually written in C and C++, then eventually, and which was implemented in the Python. So you know C, C++, these are actually very these are actually very much faster, very fast than the other thing, than the other languages. So this actually in the backend actually it is using C or C and C++. Okay, let me admit the other 20 peoples. Okay, fine. And please don't worry about the access of the Google Drive folder. I'll give you the access in few. Let me give you the access at this moment itself. I have already mentioned that you will be able to access this between after this class to next Friday evening, and then from the Friday evening to from the Saturday morning to Saturday evening, up until this class you will not be able to access this. Okay. So, okay, so this is a NumPy. So, now how to import the NumPy? We'll import this by writing import NumPy as NP. And I will encourage everyone to do with me. Please use your computer to run these things, whatever I am doing today. Okay. So, fine. This is how we import the NumPy. And there is one more thing which we will use today, that is Pandas. That is another library for working with datasets. It has functions for analyzing, cleaning, exploring, and manipulating data. Okay. Okay, so that I will import later, and now like I let me give you some more information about these pandas. This name pandas has a reference to both to like you get pandas equal to panel data or Python data analysis. That's why that's where from where it came from. Okay. And why we use pandas? We use pandas because it allows us to analyze big data and make conclusion based on statistical theories. Pandas can clean messy data sets and make them readable and relevant. And relevant data is actually something very important in your in case of somebody say wanted to say something. Okay, let me admit other eight people. Okay, fine. Okay, so and this and relevant data is actually very important in data science because you need to understand what is relevant for you, what is non-relevant, and then you can only work. Okay, Pandas also gives you answer about the data. Like, is there a correlation between two or more columns? What is the average value? What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value? All of them. Pandas are also able to delete rows which are not relevant to you, like which are containing wrong values and null values. And this is also called the cleaning of the data. Okay. So, fine. So now I'll go to the now I'll so and one more thing that I wanted to tell that I want to tell that basically this sequence data types, which is the main focus of today's class, This allows you to create or store multiple values in an organized and efficient fashion. So there are several sequences, for example, strings, Unicode strings, list, tuple, arrays, range and range objects. The every other things are there. The two of the other data types are called as dictionaries and sets or containers for non-sequential data. So string is a sequence of one or more characters. For example, it can contain letters, numbers, and symbols, and that can be either a constant or a variable. And strings are basically a mutable sequence in Python. So to create a string, we can close a sequence of characters inside single, double, or triple quotes. Later, I mean, I will show you the example also. Okay, so you also need to learn about what is what is mutable and what is immutable data. That I will come in the last section of today's discussion. Okay, or maybe I can say now also, like you can consider that mutable data is a data type that is a mutable data type is one whose values can be changed. For example, list, dictionaries, and set. An immutable data type is one which is the value which the is one in which the values can't be changed or altered. For example, strings and tuples. So remember these things. There are Python data type is categorized in two types. One is mutable data, another is immutable data. Mutable data is a type immutable data type is one whose values can be changed. For example, list, dictionaries, and set. And for immutable data type, and it is in this case we cannot change the value, or we cannot alter them. For example, string and tuples. Okay. And there are several other you can find many there you can find many documentation in internet which will tell about the difference between mutable and immutable data type, because actually when you use the mutable data, then it always allocate the same memory location even after the content is modified. And in case of immutable data, modification results in a new object or new memory location actually. Okay, so but in that case, the performance of immutable data is much more efficient and faster than the immutable data type. Okay, so that was mutable and immutable data type, and then so now I will come to this Jupyter notebook again, where we'll do several tasks and learn several things. So first, if I want to tell about the data science, then because this is the mainly the this week two is the main week where where we are introducing the data with you. Okay, so data science is a multidisciplinary field that involves extracting insights and knowledge from data, very frankly. Okay. So one of the fundamental aspects of data science is handling and analyzing sequence data, such as list, strings, times, and time series, and more. So this is my definition that I use to explain everyone to give the introduction about data science. And why we use Python? Because Python provides powerful tools, especially through libraries like NumPy and Pandas, to perform various sequence data operations efficiently. In this note, we'll explore some essential sequence data operations in Python for data science. For example, list operation, string operation, and time series operation. Okay. So let me write this thing. So let me write this thing here. So I'll use Markdown and I'll give you this. This is from my note. Now we'll start working with the code. Okay. Let me add few more people. Fine. So first we'll start with the example of how to create an 1D array. So maybe I'll again use the markdown and write how to example 1 creating an 1D array. I can write it as array1D. That means array 1D. We have already discussed in the previous class that uh, how to define a variable. Okay, so you know what can be a suitable option to define a variable. Now I am defining an array. So np.array, I have already imported NumPy as np. So NumPy np.array, then once the first bracket or the first curly bracket, and then I will use the third curly brace and write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is now I am telling as I can also use hash to mention what I am doing here. I am defining an 1D array. Okay. So now I'll write print r1d, then it is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the array that we have defined. Now I'll go to the 2D array. So I'll write example 2 creating a 2D array. Okay. So now I'll create a 2D array. I hope that you are also doing with me. Okay. You guys please do with me because practice also matters. np.array. Now, within this first bracket, there will be this third bracket, this box bracket basically. Then inside that there will be another box bracket which will give me this first box bracket is giving the first array. Then I wanted to create a 2D array. So this is the second axis that I am defining. So now I can write it as 4, 5, 6, and I can even write another box bracket and 7, 8, 9. So now I can print add 2D, which will give me this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you can see the difference between 1D and 2D. In 1D, there is only one box bracket, whereas in this second case, as it is a 2D case, so here there is this first bracket, there is this first um, box bracket, and inside them for each 1D cases, we have another box bracket. Okay, so now we can you can define whatever you want to do, whatever the array that you wanted to define in 1D array, 2D array. Even you can now maybe understand how to define 3D array. So now I'll show you that how you can understand that if maybe you are defining, that's why you know it is 1D array or 2D array, or you know the shape, size, dimension. But if you are given with some data, then you need to know that what is the data type, what is the shape, what is the dimension of that, what this array, what is the information about this array. So for that we'll now learn about array shape and dimension. So in this array shape and dimension, you can I will just define an array. I'll I'll, I'll take it from here. This is the array, and now I can write print array. Then it will print the array. Now I want to know the shape of the array. Then I will write print array dot shape hash. It means shape of the array. See, it is showing 3 comma 3. Okay. Shape means that how many rows and how many columns you have. Okay. But dimension means if it is one dimensional, two dimensional, three dimensional, or what. So for this, now for the dimension, to check the dimension, I'll print add dot ndim, which is, this means hash, I want to know the dimension of array, of the array. So it is two dimensional. Okay. So another way, this is one way to print the shape and dimension. You can also use like this. I am defining another variable and I am writing np.shape add and then print shape. This will also give you the shape. And so these are several, like you can use np module, or you can just you do the add dot shape. Both will give the same result. Okay. Now we'll go to the element wise operation with the array. So I will open the chat section for you. So whoever has any question, they can ask the question in the if they are also practicing doing with me at the same time, then you can ask this you can ask this here, that if you are getting this, or you are doing this facing problem or whatever. Okay. So I'll open it for you. Okay. Fine. So in the previous week, it was actually very chaotic. That's why we decided to run the session like this. Okay, so now we'll do the element wise operation. So now I'll define two array, which I have already defined. I have already done this. So this is one is what I am telling add one, and another is add two. Okay, ma'am, can we print 3D arrays? You can print whatever you want. You can do whatever you want to create, 1D array, 2D array, 3D array. So just you need to be conscious about the boxes, and you are defining it in the correct way. Okay. Okay, fine. So now I will go to the now I want to do some operation. The basic operation is the sum operation. So I want to do the sum. So maybe I will write that result equal to add 1 plus add 2. If you just do this, then it will give you sum operation. Okay. Now I would like to print it. So I'll just write print result. You can also write result, and it will give you just the whatever it is. So you can see it actually do the element wise operation. See, first one is 1, 2, 3, and second one is 4, 5, 6. So if I just add two arrays, then it will give you 1 plus 4, that is 5, 5 plus 2, that is 7, 6 plus 3, that is 9. Import NumPy as NP, getting module not found. Getting module not found error. NumPy is a very basic module, so I don't think that you should face something like that. What you are using? Can you tell me that you are using what, like what, either Jupyter, Spider, what you are using? If you are using Collab or something like that, then you don't need to install anything. And even if you are using Uh, so if you are using Jupyter, then I don't think it is a problem. But if do not you are not able to install it, then you need to do pip install NumPy. Okay, to install the NumPy module. Okay, fine. So I hope you should not find this as a problem actually. But in case of Jupyter. But if you are not getting, then you can do the pip install NumPy, and it will get downloaded, and then you can utilize it. Okay, but I don't know why you are getting this problem in case of Jupyter or Colab, because Jupyter or Colab are web-based application or web-based Python, so it should not give you that kind of problem, at least for NumPy. But okay, if you are facing that, then you can try that. Then then I will do the, this is a simple operation which is a sum operation. Now I will do the mathematic. Then I will do, maybe I can find squared and mean, all of them. Like I can write mathematical functions. Sorry, example 5. Now, I want to define again that similar array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just define that. 1 minute. Okay, so now I have defined this array, and then I want to do the square of each element. Then I can write define this as squared. Then you just need to do np dot square array, sorry, and then print squared. Then you will get again the element wise operation for each element. It will do the square, and you will get 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, all of them. Okay. Now you can also I can write here hash square of each element of the array. Now I will do the mean value calculation. Then I can just write mean val equal to np dot mean of this array and print mean val. Then you will get 3. And you need to be very sincere about that. Like I was by mistakenly, if you just write if you just do spelling mistake, then it will show you the error. Okay, let me just show you. That means it is not, it is very much case sensitive. Like if I write mean value, then it will show name error, because I have not defined anything mean value. I have defined it as mean val. Okay, and if you like I am telling about np dot sum, np dot square, np dot mean, all of them. So if you somehow don't know what to do, then there is always Python help with which you can learn that module. So like I can just write np sum, then question mark. Then if I run that, then it will give you the details of this np sum module, like not module, np sum operation, that what it will do. This is, if I just doing this np dot sum then question mark, then it is writing me that it is a signature np dot sum, then a, what is the axis, what is the data type, output, what are the parameters that you can change and give and direct, that all of these are given here. Then it is writing that docstring is sum of array elements over a given axis. This is the information about this np dot sum. Then parameters also, what a, what axis, what they have used, those are also there. Then what it returns, that also written. It can return an nd array, an array with the same shape as a, with the specified axis removed. Okay. Then also we can what other way with which you can use the you can do this sum. Those are also written, like in the array dot sum equivalent. This is also an equivalent method. Then add dot reduce, that equivalent functionality of add. So there, all of these documentations, Python is very nice for all of them. You can learn. Even I have learned also from, of course I have learned from the coursework, as well as I have also learned from these things, because everything will not be with you. And me or in no course people will teach every single module or every single operation. You need to learn them by yourself. So there are several other things like several other examples also given like np-sum, np-sum. You can see so examples also you will get to if you know, if you don't know for example some operation. Okay. So, and of course, nowadays in internet, everything is available in the internet. So this was first part of the NumPy. But once you know about the NumPy, one of the other very used module is the matplotlib.pyplot. That is for plotting the graphs and plotting several other data. And whenever you are working with the data, mm, you need to plot it, because without plotting it, you cannot visualize it. Okay. So in the third week, we'll do a specific and a dedicated class for visualizing the data. But today we will learn how to plot the basic things. Okay, so for that, as I have told, that we need to import matplotlib.pyplot. Again, if anyone is finding any problem in importing this, then they can they can again install it first. So this is import. I am writing import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Everyone please do that and run that. So this is now I have imported this function as PLT. So what does this means? Import matplotlib.pyplot means I am importing this module and as a PLT, because I don't want to use matplotlib.pyplot all of these terms several times. So that's why I need to include. That's why I am writing import it as PLT. That means I am giving a name for it. You can give some. You can just give PL or PT, whatever you want. You can also give. But this is the standard notation that is used in case of Python. Suppose for NumPy, we always use NP. For matplotlib.pyplot, we always use PLT. So these are the notation that is going on for the several times, and people use this. But if you want to use some other name, that is also fine. Okay, so maybe I will define few data like few array which are already with me. So these are the sample data for few arrays. Okay, so these are the sample data for arrays. Now I want to plot. So suppose I want to plot the x versus y1. Then I will just do plt dot plot x y1, and then I will run it, and it is just showing you this plot, because at 1 it is taking 5, at 2 it is taking 9, at 3 it is taking 3, at 4 it is taking 7, at 5 it is taking 2, because I am plotting x-axis as x and y1 as y and y-axis as y1. Okay. So now this is the first. First case. Again, I can plot the another plot, that is the y2. You can plot them, but you can plot also the both the arrays simultaneously in same figure. So I will first write plt dot plot x y1. I can also plot y2. So now you can see this figure is very boring. It is plotting just the two data in a single plot, but it is looking very boring, and you don't have the idea that which one is the array one and which one is the array two. So we can so for that you need to mm, label somehow that this blue one is array one and this orange one is array two. So for that, what we will do is we'll add some few things inside this plt.plot. So inside this plt.plot, now I have written x y1 level equal to array 1 and level equal to array 2. Inside the level, whatever I will write, that it will take for that type, that data. If I for the blue, if I so now it is writing as Sorry, what happened? 1 minute. Okay, sorry. So if you just write this this label, then it will not show you that in the graph until you write the plt dot legend after that. So if you write plt dot plot x y1 and then and label it as array one, let's forget about this thing for this moment. So if you just do plt dot plot x y1 and label it as array 1 and label it as array 2, then it will, if you run it, then what problem I faced, that you cannot see this that it is showing what is array 1 and array 2. But when you write that plt dot legend, then only you will get that what is array 1 and array 2. So either you can use plt dot plot and label inside that plt dot plot, or you can also use plt dot legend, and inside that you can give the label also. So there are two methods. That method I will come also, but you can just use this one plt dot plot and label it as array one and array two, and then plt dot legend. Now I am also not like, still till now I am not liking this graph, because this is not visually appealing. So now I want to mark one thing with the O and another thing with the some maybe X. Then you can see the four data points, whatever the data points are, the 4 points, 5 points, those are represented with that marker O or X, whatever. Now I also don't like the line style. I want to, for the one case, I want to keep it simple. Line style is just the plain line. But for the other one, I want to do it like the dotted line, then I can do it like this. So there are several other dotted sorry, dashed line. Then this is looking like this, orange is looking like dashed, and this blue is looking the straight line. Now you can make it dash dot dot dot, every other possibilities are also there, so that you can play with. Now I also want to give the color according to my choice. So maybe I want to give one as red and another color as green. So then you can find that one is plotting with red and another is plotting with green. Fine. So now I also can, without doing this, like this is connecting with a line, I can also do plt dot scatter to do the scatter plot. For that, you will get these 5 points and the x-axis versus y-axis, but you will not get any uh, line inside that. Now I'll come back to this plot again, and you can see that here I have given the color, I have changed the dashed line and all of them, but I have not given any x-axis, y-axis. So I want to write that x-axis is x-axis and y-axis is y-axis. So for that we need to do plt dot x level x-axis and plt dot y level as y-axis. Okay, then you can see now in the x-axis it is writing as x-axis, and in y-axis it is writing as y-axis. Okay, Now I want to see the grid also. Like I can like if it is falling exactly at 6 or what. Like just for visualizing, better visualizing, I can do this those things. And if you want to understand some data more closely, or if you need it, then you can use it. Otherwise, like these are just some beautification you can tell. So plt.grid true. If I write, then it will give the grid also. Okay. So now I one more thing. I can also give title of the plot. I can write plt dot title. Then again inside the inverted comma, two arrays in same plot. Then I will get this. Okay, so I can maybe give some heading like this part is for add labels and title. Then this legend is for add legend to distinguish between two arrays. Okay, fine. Now, okay, somebody. Okay, I can admit few people again. Fine. So now I will go to the. Okay, let me admit few people who want to. Okay, fine. So, so now I can also comment here also that this is the scatter plot. Hash scatter plot. Fine. So you can do the beautification for this case also. But now let me plot something more interesting, not very interesting, but somewhat more interesting. That is, let us plot the sine function. Okay. For that, I will first I need x-axis information. So I will define an array for x-axis, and for y-axis I'll use the sine function itself to do that. Okay. So for that, what I need to do is x equal to np dot a range from 0 to 2 star np dot pi. That means from 0 to 2 pi. After so in a range you can have you can give the initial value which is 0 here, and then the final value which is a 2 pi here, and at 0.1 is here, the each in every 0.1 interval it will actually take the values. That means all of the like you can count that from 0 to 2 pi. So if I go by every 0.1 step, then that many values it will take. Okay. And pi means, of course, 3.14 or whatever. I'm not writing again. So, so np dot arrange, how I can write it, like I can comment it like this, that how to use np dot use of np dot use of np dot arrange, which I can comment as np dot arrange starting point, ending point, and the last one is the step size. Okay, so you can run this and you can see that how many value it has. It has this many values because you are writing like this. Now, if there is another way, which is x equal to np dot linspace. There also 0 to 2 star np dot pi, you can define maybe 50 points. Then here in the difference between a range and linspace is, in a range you can decide the step size, and in case of linspace you can decide how many number of points you want in this array. So now it will give you 50 points in the x, in defining the x. Okay. So, these are just few examples, that few ways to define it. So now I'll go back to that a range, then x equal to this, and now y equal to np dot sine of x. Somebody wants to tell something? Okay, ma'am, can you please show the scatter plot part? Okay, I am showing it. Okay, fine. So this is the scatter plot. For that, I have just written the scatter plot is just for you can write plt dot scatter, then x-axis, whatever you want to plot in x-axis, that is x, and then in y, whatever you want to plot in y-axis, that is y2. I have defined y2. That's why it is, that's why I'm writing y2. And then I don't I am level is not needed. Okay, I can then the marker and leveling, and as I am using the leveling, then I need to use the legend also. Then only you will it will, sorry, as there is only one plot, so it is not, it will not show actually. So for the one case, we don't need to do this. So oh, sorry, some problem. Okay, so the data is changed now. Okay, so from that I remember one thing. So I have defined something as x and y2, right? And then I now I have defined x as like np dot arrange 0 to 2 pi from 0.1. So whatever memory it has on x earlier, that is removed. That's why it was showing me error. Okay. So you need to take care of that fact that whenever you are suppose you have defined something as x, and then again you are using the same variable to define something other thing, then it will forget the first thing. So for a particular array or string or list or tuple or whatever, you just use the variable single time. Otherwise, it will forget that and it will remove that memory. Okay, so plt dot scatter, you can see now I can also do the marker equal to um, x and level. I can also do the color and other things, but okay, fine. You know this, that what you want to do, you can do that. Okay, so this is the scatter plot. So now again if you now again at the end also, if you write what is, let me show you one thing. I will add one code. Now I have last run this cell which has taken x as equal to np dot array 1 2 3 4 5. So if I print x now, although in the other cell x is defined as np dot x is defined as np dot arrange 0 to 2 pi 0 in step size of 0.1, but if I but the last run cell was this x equal to np dot array 1 2 3 4 5. So if I print this, then you can see it will print 1 2 3 4 5, not this thing. Okay, so every time you do, you just remember this thing that you can define a variable a single time. If you redefine it with some other thing, then that thing is gone. Okay. Session recording will be available in your drive. No, session recording will be available in the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel link I have already shared. I can pin that with the pin message. You can find it. Okay, and someone is asking that what is np dot arrange? That is not clear. Okay, that let me tell you again. So np.arrange is a way to define an array. Like you can define an array by yourself 1 2 3 4 5. But suppose you want like I can write like this. Like you can define x equal to 1 2 3 4 5. That will give you 1 2 3 4 5. Now I don't want, I want x equal to x between 1 to 5 but 50 points. Then can you write 0.1 0.2 0.3 0.4 0.5? It will take so much time and it is not convenient to write like that. So I'll just, what I'll do, np dot arrange, I will start from 1, I'll end at 5, and I'll make sure that with 0.1 step it is taking, and then I will print it. Then now you can see 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. These are it can the x is defined. X has all of these values. So, and if you use np.linspace, np.linspace, then you can decide how many number you want to have in this array between 1 to 5. Now you can see it will take 1.08. It will divide in equal spacing such that you can get 50 points or 50 elements in this X array. So that is what it is doing. Okay. So you have this X. You have this now you know about X, how to use np.arrange and np.linspace. So now I will plot the sign function. So I have first defined x equal to np dot arrange from 0 to 2 pi in 0.1 step size. Now I want to plot. Now I want. There is something called np dot sign of x. If I do that, then at every x point it will calculate the value of sign. Then I can plot it as plt dot plot xy. And then what it will give me? It will give me the sign function. Okay, I can also do plt dot scatter, then it will give me the each point by point. See, now it is showing this. You can also you can also change the color and all of this. Now suppose you want to point out a particular like you know the value of like you want to point out this point, then you can particularly write plt dot scatter and value of x at that point and y at that point, and it will show you that. You can see I have given this, so this is showing this. So for a particular point also you can point it out just by plotting that plt dot scatter the particular value of x and y. So in this way you can try several other things. And as I have told you that if you are confused about how to use it, then just write plt.plot and question mark and then run. It will give you all the information how to use it with all the several other examples and several things. Okay, so now I'll go to, there are several other things to do, so let me move forward faster. So example 6, I'll go to the broadcasting. What is that? So now broadcasting. So in broadcasting, like if you have a array, suppose 1, 2, 3. Now you want to, you can define a scalar, like if you can define a scalar something 2, like 2 is just a number, and you want to add this number, like if you have an array of 1, 2, 3. Now you want to add this value 2 with each element, like 1 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 2. Then you can just do result equal to add plus scalar, then you just write it, then result. So if you just add a particular scalar, a particular number, then it will do again element wise operation. It will take each element, it will add that number. Okay. Okay, fine. So now I'll come again with the list, empty list, and all of those things. Then I'll do some list operation now. So now in Python, a list is a mutable order collection of elements. It is one of the most versatile and commonly used data structures in Python. Lists can contain elements of different data types such as integer, strings, floats, or even other lists also. And the elements in a list are separated by commas and enclosed with square brackets or box brackets. Okay, so first, so maybe I'll write now as markdown as uh, list. So now I'll talk about that. Okay, so 1 minute. Okay, so now I'll go to the list where I'll first define empty list. Empty list, let me write equal to, if I just do this, I can write it hash creating list. If you just do this, then it will create a list of null values, of like empty values, empty list. You can you can also do single element list like this. You can also do multiple element list. I'll share all of this with you. You just do it with me, whatever you can do. If something is left, then it will be shared with you with that drive like link only, and that you can access up until the Friday night. And from Saturday morning to Saturday this class, it will not be available to you. Then again, you can use. Okay. So this is a multiple element list. I can also define mixed data list or mixed element list. Okay. Like apple, then 42, which is an integer, then 3.14, which is a float, then it is true, which is a boolean. So everything is like that. Okay. So I'll run them, don't worry. Then I can do the nested list. That means list inside list. So now I can run all of them. Now whatever you want to print, you can print. Suppose you want to print the first element of multiple element list. Then the the multiple element list means this one. Then first element means the zeroth one. Python always start counting with the zero. So if you just want to print the first element, then you need to write multiple element list in box brackets or square bracket. Inside that you need to write zero. I'll show you how to do that. So this is called accessing data from the list. So now I am printing first element of multiple element list, that is multiple element list 0 in square brackets. That will give you the first element of the multiple element list. If I am telling that I need the third element of the mixed data list, then you need to write 0, 1, 2. That means mixed data list inside that square box. You need to write 2. That means it will choose this 3.14. That is the third element of the mixed data list. Okay. You can also do modify the list. Suppose I want that multiple element list at 0th position, that means as the first position, it is now 1. But now I want to replace it with 10. Then you can just define it as multiple element list 0 equal to 10 and print it. You will get 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is the basic list operation. Now I want to do list concatenate. Okay. What does that mean? Concatenate of two lists means add of two lists. But in case of array, you will see if I show you that in case of array, what you have shown, if I just do array one plus array two, sorry, array one plus array two, let me show you. Sorry. What? If you show here, you see here, you have already shown that sum operation add 1 plus add 2 means it gives the element wise summation and it gives this 579. Now, if I do the summation of two list, that means list 1 plus list 2, then it will just write two lists side by side. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is the difference between the list and array. Now, after the list concatenate, you will see the list slicing. In list slicing, basically we want to get a slice of the list here you see that I have chosen numbered a list as and written and defined it as numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So slides result numbers from 1 to 3. That means from 2 from 1 to 3 means it will take as it starts from 0 and end at n minus 1. So if n equal so that's why if 1 means it will take 2, as I have already told that it starts counting from 0. 0 means 1. So if I write as 1 to 3, then it will take one value lesser. That means 1 to 3 means that's why it is showing 2 and 3. Okay. So that's why I have written starting from 0 and ending at n minus 1. So if n equal to 4, then it will end as 3. Right? If I write as 1 to 4, then it will show 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I'll go to the string. You know what is string? I have already told in the previous class. So now it is string. Now I'm writing string 1 and string 2. String 1 is hello and string 2 is hello world and string 2 is word. So now if I just write result equal to string 1 plus string 2 and then print it, then it will show hello world. Fine. Now I can also separate. This is string concatenation. You can say I can write string concate concate. And now I'll do string splitting. Sorry, this will be marked down. String splitting. Now, suppose I am writing Python is awesome. So I have written text equal to Python is awesome. Now words equal to text dot splits, which will split this into words. And now if I write then print words, then it will show Python is awesome. Three words. Similarly, we can do the string joining. Okay. So now I have given Python is awesome, three different words, and if I write join words, then it will give me the total. That is Python is awesome. Now I can also do list comprehension, filtering list with comprehension, reversing a list, finding maximum, finding minimum, all of the several other things that is there. I will not explain them anymore because I don't have much time. So I'll just give the examples here. You can just try it by yourself. And I'll also give the details of it. I'll write it and I'll not explain so much actually. So list comprehension, and you can find generate a new list using list comprehension and then squared numbers. If I do this and if I want to find the numbers, like find the square of the numbers, just you can inside this list you can do the number square for num in numbers, and you can just print that and you will get it. So there is several other things filtering. There is reversing also. Reversing is important. Reverse a list. So I have this list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I write numbers dot reverse, then it will write as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Similarly, I can do find maximum and minimum. So numbers here I have defined another list where I want to do the max value and min value. So for that I have just written max of numbers, min of numbers. Okay. Fine. Now I can also do list sorting with custom key function. I'll write that. So sort a list of string based on the length of each string. I'm doing that whatever the short word that will come first, whatever the longest word that will come last. So words apple, banana, orange, grape, kiwi. There are you can see kiwi is the smallest word here. So I want to sort from the smallest to lengthest. Okay, smallest means the number of words, number of like kiwi is the shortest word, and then the other thing like banana and orange is the longest one. So I want to sort it in that manner. For that, I will just write sorted words and key is basis on length. Now I'll print that it will show me kiwi, apple, grape, banana, orange. Okay. Okay, so if anyone has any question, they can write in the chat section. I have muted everyone such that no one can disturb because otherwise the class became very much chaotic. That's why I have done that. So you can write in the chat section. Okay, so after that we can also do list, intersection, and union. I shared all of them. Don't worry, you can try it on your own also by downloading it. I will give every code also everything. So intersection means and union means or whatever these you can do those kind of operations. This I have already shown in the previous class also that and or not every operation is there. So string palindromes, list chunking, counting character occurrences, flattening nested list, time indexing, several other things are there. Several things. So that I will give you. If time permits, then I will come back to this and show it to you. But before that, I just want to jump into the pandas ones because we need to learn about that also. Okay. So now I have at that time I work with the sorry. So now I will import pandas. Okay. So for that what I did import pandas pandas as PD. So pandas provides two type of classes for handling data. One is series, that is a one-dimensional labeled array holding data of any type such as integers, strings, Python objects, etc. And another is data frame, a two-dimensional data structure that holds data like a two-dimensional array or a table with rows and columns. So I'll write this thing for you here as markdown series. So I'm talking about pandas. I'll add it one pandas. Now you can see. So there can be this is one type and another type is data frame. Okay. So series is a one-dimensional labeled array holding data of any type such as integers, strings, Python, subjects, etc. And data type is two-dimensional data structure that holds data like a two-dimensional array or a table with rows and columns. How to work with data in CSV and Excel file that I will show today. Okay. So fine. So that I will show you today that how to work with that. So suppose I can define data also with Panda. Like suppose I am writing S, which is S equal to PD dot series. S is in capital like 135. Then NP dot nan means nothing is there, something null value, and then 6 and 8. Then if I print it, then it has already taken as data, and it is also showing the data type. It is as float because I have not defined that it needs to take float or integer. That's why it has automatically taken as float. So this is called creating a series by passing a list value. Okay, this is example of series. Now I can also do data frame. for now I can also do data frame. Now suppose I want by passing the NumPy array. Okay. So now I can do the data frame like suppose I can take some random data and make four columns and six rows. For that, I can write, suppose data frame equal means df, that's why I'm writing. Then pd dot data frame np dot random dot random 6 4, because I want six rows and four columns. Okay, and I just first let me let me do this. Then let me show you that what happens. Then it will give you some random data, and it is showing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, four columns, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. As I have already mentioned that Python always takes from 0 to number. Okay. So now as well, if suppose I want to name these rows as dates and these columns as ABCD, then I can write I can define something called date. Date PD dot date range, and range can be like this. Suppose 2025, sorry, not 2025 0101. That means from 1st Jan 2025 to from 1st Jan 2025 it will take the data, and then I will write periods equal to 6, which will give me 6 rows. Okay. Now I'll print it, and you can see 1st Jan, 2nd Jan, 3rd Jan, 4th Jan, 5th Jan, and 6th Jan. Now I want to do the same data frame, and these rows I want to name it as give this these rows whatever is showing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that will come corresponding to each date. Then I can just write df equal to data frame np dot random dot random, because I don't have any data, that's why I am taking random data, and six rows and four columns, and indices them based on the dates, and columns based on the ABCD. Then if you just run them, and then you will see that with respect to the rows the dates have come, and with respect to the column ABCD has come. So this is the working with series and data frames. So there are several other things you can try it by yourself. And this is how we work with the pandas. So now I will show by using like I have some problem for you also. Those who are already advanced, who knows everything. So I just want to I just want to give some problem give one problem after using these pandas. But before that, I would like to I have already written a code which I will share with you also. That I just want to show it with you that how we can get the, suppose you have a data set of a class that who a data set of a class who actually with respect to that class with respect to each student, the name, the name, the number in mathematics, statistics, physics, chemistry, everything is given, and now you want to sort it with what is the average marks of the class, what is the maximum marks of the class, who is the a topper, who is got the highest marks, who has got the least marks, all of them you can calculate. So for them I'll quickly show one example, and then I'll come back to the assignment problem solving session, and if time permits then I will go to the some more examples with the list and arrays. Fine, give me 2 minutes to open that. Okay, so as you can see here, I have imported both the NumPy as and the pandas, and I am somebody was asking just some time ago that how to work with the Excel file and CSV file in the chat section. So Anuj, this is with these you can actually see that how you can how we can import and how we can work with the example work with that. Uh, work with those CSV and or the Excel files. So basically the text file. So here in the lecture you can find that in this week people actually the it was NumPy and the pandas which was actually introduced with you. That's why I have used NumPy and pandas to read the data and do all of the operation. Otherwise, there is NumPy module also, NumPy.load text, with which you can load the text. So as I was saying that you can use, okay, somebody wants to join, I would like to join them also. Fine. So as you can see that here I have written a code where I am importing an example.csv file where the data is given. I don't know from the I don't know beforehand what that data actually contains. Now I first that's why first I want to can you send this PDF in mail? Okay, no need to worry about that. Everything will be shared with you via the Google Drive folder, and of course these codes, whatever I am showing to for an example and for solving the assignment problems, uh, uh, previous year's assignment problems, all of them I will upload there. So these codes I will also share with you. And the thing that I was showing you in the Jupyter for running the for learning the NumPy for learning the use of NumPy and pandas with several operation that I will also share as a PDF and as a Python file also that you can download and you can try it and run it by yourself to learn them, because there are several more examples which maybe the time will not permit today to show you. Okay, so now let me come to this point. So first I am loading the data or the CSV file into a data frame. For that I have defined df equal to pd dot read CSV in the bracket. It is example dot CSV. That means which is the file itself. Now, I am calculating the average grade for such for each subject, and that I can do by df dot group by. It will group by subject and write the grade as a function of and find the mean of it for corresponding to the each subject. Then I have commented that we can find the best student based on the grade. I can find the failed student based on that. If suppose I have decided whoever will get less than 60% marks, that student is failed. So that will be failed student. I can decide. I can also concatenate student's name and subject in form of new column and subject new column, and there are several other ways that you can do. So basically, to read the data, you need to do pd.read CSV, and you can read the data. Now it will print the average grades and all of this whatever I can run the code and show you. I will just run it, and it is showing that lastly it is showing the data with the student subject, and the first thing that it want to show is the average grade. So average grade corresponding to each subject, it is given over there. So biology it is 85, chemistry it is 88. You don't need to even go to the data and check what is the average grade. You can just do this, and from the data itself, whatever it is, it has already calculated now. Okay, so you have got the average grades. So I have commented this best student, fail students, all of these things. You can try it by yourself. I will also share this with you. And actually, in the lectures also, there were several examples that is shown that how to work with these things. So this is just an example how to work with the data files like CSV files and all CSV file or the uh, TXT file or the Excel file. So plotting I am not doing here because the plotting section dedicatedly it will be done in the next uh, next class. Okay, so now I will go to the I'll send this code to you also. Fine. So after that, I will go to the assignment solution problem. Like I will give you some assignment problems, like for like in each session, I will give you some previous year's assignment problems, such that you can try it by yourself and you can do it by yourself and learn how to how to solve how to solve these kind of problems, such that you don't find any problem in your in solving your assignments as well as in your examination. Fine. So I'll go there. Okay. So this is the question one. Maybe now I can you can try first. Then I will also show that you can try and I will also show that how to solve this problem. So first I will take first you try it and write whatever the answer you are getting, and then I will show you that how what the answer will be by solving by doing the code or giving the explanation. And maybe I can open this session to all of you. If you want to discuss among yourself, you can also discuss. Okay, so this is the first question. So first question is this telling that what will be the output of the following? C equal to np dot arrange, start equal to 1, stop equal to 7. Then it is reshaping in 2 to 2 3, in the it is changing the uh, shape of the array, and then it is printing it. And now I am defining D as another array which is an 2D array, and now I am doing the addition of both of the array and printing it. Now I have shown you all of these operations very explicitly and clearly till now. Now you just can do this and try this by your own, either in Jupyter or in Spider anywhere, and you can try to tell me the answer, that what the answer will be, and then I will show it that what it should be, even without calculating it in the Spider or Jupyter. By doing in pen and paper or by just understanding it, you can solve it. So I'll give you 2 minutes. You just solve it and then I will show it to you. Okay, so people have already started answering. So the answer is B. Priyal and Kunal is same, and the answer if both of you are absolutely correct. The answer will be 2 4 6 and 8 10 12. If and how this comes, for that, let me just show it to you. I will not take it will not take much time, hopefully. One minute. I hope you can see him. Yes. Okay. So the question was this that. That C is given, D is given, you are reshaping C, you are printing C, then you are doing ultimately you are doing print of np dot add C and D. So now I am doing the same operation. I have defined C same np dot arrange 1 to 7. and then 1 to 7 in comma I have given. You can also do just start equal to 1, stop equal to 7, both are the same thing. Then dot receive 2 to 3, 2, 3 and print C, and then D equal to empty array, whatever it is given in the question. I am just doing that, and maybe I need to run this. Okay, it is already run. So, okay, fine, give me. Okay, so if I just run this, then it will show you that it is printing C also, and it will give you the and it is giving the print np add C dot D C comma D, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, admit people. Okay, fine. So you can just run it and check it, or you can, if you just practice in and can understand it just by seeing it, then that is great. Fine. So now I'll go to the question 2. So this is a question 2, which is saying let T1 equal to 1, 2, tuple 4, which is a which is defined, and T2 equal to 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, which of the following will not give any error after the execution? Now, what you need to execute, T1 dot append 5 x equal to T2, then T1 1 and T3 equal to T1 plus T2, T3 equal to T1 T2, and T3 equal to list of T1 comma list of T2. So these things you need to then you need to check or understand that what is the what will not give any error after execution. So if you can answer, then I will show you. So Priyal is saying C, D, and E. Priyal is saying C, D, and E. Okay, let me check what should be the answer. So question 2, first I have defined T1 and T2 as it has told. Then I am just doing T1 dot append, whatever it is saying, whatever it has told me to do. So it is showing that it is error. So that means A will not be an answer. It is then I will type that B x equal to T2 T1 1, and it is running fine. Then B C is also running fine. D is also running fine, and now E is also running fine. So of course I have not printed them. You can print them also. Okay, so these are the answer will be B, C, D, E. So answer will be B, C, D, E. Fine. So now I'll go to the next question. Question 3, it is saying let D1 equal to 1 dot 1 colon Python comma 2 colon 1 to 3. I have already shown you how to define list and how to define string and how to use these things. So now it is saying that let D1 is equal to this. Which among the following will not give the error after the execution? Again, tell me what is the answer. So someone is asking why A is showing error. because this is a tuple object which has no attribute to the append. So T1 was in the question 2. If I go to the question 2, you can see this T1 dot T1 is a there in the T1 there is it is a tuple object. Okay. So in the tuple object, in like we can use that append t1 dot append t2 dot append if it is an array or something like that, but in a tuple object there is no attribute for the append, so that's why it is showing error. So it is an attribution error basically. Okay. Now the question 2 people have already started. Question 3 people are already giving the answer, so they are saying several answer. I can see someone is saying D, A, D. Okay, now let me check. So whatever they have told, I have just defined D1 as like that. Then I'm doing D1 append. So this is running. The question was which will give an error. So that means sorry, which the question was which among the following will not give the error. So A is not giving error, so A is an answer. Fine. Now let me run the next one. So B is giving error. Then C is not giving error, and D is also not giving any error. Okay, so fine. So that means the answer will be the A is also correct, C is also correct, D is also correct. Only B is not executable. So the answer will be A. As the question was which among the following will not give error, that means A, C, and D. Fine. Now I'll go to the next question. So question 4, S1 is defined as 1, 2, 3, S2, 5, 6, 3, S1 dot add 4, S2 dot add 4, it is what you need to do, and then you need to show what will be the output of S1 minus S2. Give me the answer, then I will tell. Then I will tell. Yes, so Kunal and Varun, Kebila, Bhagyashree, so everyone is saying D. So yes, the answer will be D. So that means you can understand this. I will not go to the Python program itself. Then I'll go to the next question, and I'll show the 4 and 5 both of them by running them. Okay. So now the question is question 5, which is saying S1 equal to hello and S2 equal to what? So 4, 5, 6, I will show you simultaneously. Now let me give you all of the 3 questions. So 5 is saying S1 equal to hello and S2 equal to world. Which of the following will not return hello world? So let me write the answer. The question 4 was D. Now you say question 5. It is saying which of the following will not return hello world. Yes, the answer is D. That means you can also understand this. Now go to the question 6. Given a NumPy array, add equal to np dot array 1 to 1 inside the array there is a 1 9 10 3 7 6 12 80. Find the correct command for the from the following options to get an output array as 16 24 16. So what do you need to do for this? Question 6. You are giving answer of question 6 or 5 that I am not understanding. Can you please write that if you are writing for question 6, 5 or 6? Question 6. Okay. No, question 6 actually it will be B. So let me show you now. First the question up until question 4, no, question 3 I have shown. So maybe I start with the question 6 now. Then I will go to the 5 and then 4. So question 6 is giving this is the array for you 1 9 10 3 7 6 12 8 0. Now add 1 is to 2 1 colon 2, that will definitely not give you the addition, because it will just cut some slice some part and it will give that array. Now if you do np dot sum add comma x is 0, then upon x is 0 it will sum it, and this is actually will give you the 16 24 16. And if you do sum over x is 1, then it will give 20 16 20. Okay. What does it means by x is 0? X is 0 means this is the thing that 12 plus 3 plus 1 with this column it will add. Okay. If you see 1 plus 3 plus 12, then it is 16. If you see 9 plus 7 plus 8, then it is 24. Then if you see 10 plus 6 plus 0, then it will give you 16. So x is 0, sum over x is 0 means it will sum over the column by column. Fine. So that is so that will be the answer. That is a B. And then if you can check the other options also, the C is giving 20 16 20, because this is starting from the this is doing some this is over axis 1, that is that is a 12 8. Then the 3 7 sorry 10 plus 9 that is 19 plus 1, that is it is adding over row by row. Okay. 10 plus 9 plus 1, that is 20. Then 3 plus 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 6, that is 16. Then 12 plus 8 again 20. Okay. So sum of axis 0 means sum over column and axis 1 means sum over row. And then last but not the last one is np dot sum all of this, then it will add all of them, it will give the 56. Now I'll come to the question 5. Question 5, it was saying that S1 was hello and S2 world. Which of the following will not return hello world? So I am just typing S1 equal to hello, S2 equal to world. Now doing the same operation A, B, C, D, whatever the options are given here. Then you can see A is running, B is running, C is also running, and in the D it is not running, so D will not return the hello world. And question 4, I will just go there, that S1 was given as 1 2 3, S2 5 6 3, S1 dot add I am doing 4, S2 dot add I am doing 4 inside the inverted comma. Now I am running S1 minus S2 and it is given 1 to 4. Okay, so this was up until question 6. Now I'll go to the 7, 8, and 7, 8, and then 9, 10. So 8. So maybe I'll go for the 9 and 10, and 7 and 8 you can take as homework. So everything will be shared with you. So no need to worry as homework. And I'll go to the and if time permit, then maybe I can go, but I think time will not permit, so I'll just go the very simple cases, that is the 9, 10. So the 9 is saying C equal to NP dot array start from 1, stop at 20, step equal to 3. What is C equal to C5? This I have already shown. I have already shown in today's class, so there should not be any problem. At least everyone should solve this problem without utilizing anything, any coding platform. Okay, so whoever has given the answer as 16, that is the B, option B, that is right answer. So this I will even not show because this is already I have shown today. And question 10, which of the following type is immutable? Which of the following data type is immutable? That I have also mentioned in today's class. Yes, correct. So a tuple is a immutable data type. Fine. So apart from that, I will show you the question 7 and 8. So in 7, it is showing matrix mat equal to np dot matrix like this, mat 1 equal to np dot matrix this, mat 2 this, print mat 2. What will be the output of the above command? So maybe you can try here also. And question 8 is question 8 I am not going. So 7 you can try, and 7 and 8 you can do in your home. So everything I will share in the Google Drive, and please, whoever has missed the class, I would like to mention, go to the YouTube channel. There you will the uploaded thing you will get, uploaded video of this today's class, today's discussion session you will get. Okay, fine. So you can check this what it will be for the question 7, and for the question 7, but I can tell you that it will give you a error. Okay, so the answer will be D. Yes, yes, you are correct. So fine. So this was for the today's session. There is I will upload all of these things. You can practice it. You can check it. You can. I hope you have enjoyed the live session by doing it by yourself while I was doing, and and meet you in the next Saturday for the further classes. Okay. So and whoever has missed the class, they can visit the YouTube channel to get this recorded session, and also everything will be shared with you, whatever is via this Google Drive link, and there and I will share the codes with you also. Okay, fine. Okay, bye.